This conference isn't easy whatsoever. You know, every team, it's going to be a battle. It's not a for sure win. It could go either way. And, you know, we had our goals, and every single game, it doesn't matter if we won or lost, we forgot about it and we're on to the next already.
I think with us fighting for a top seed plus playing Boise made the stakes pretty high for us, because I mean, we could lose and still make it, but that's not what we wanted and what we expected of ourselves. We knew what we could do and win that game. And so going into that game, it was kind of the mindset we'd had with all those big games before. We just go out there and do our best. We know what we can do. We know the potential we have. We know it's going to be a physical and tough battle, especially playing against Boise. And so everybody just put their bodies on the line, actually.
Again, I think it's a reward for our players, especially the ones that had been here from year one, to be able to be in that position where we're fighting to be champions. But with that, there's also a pressure that comes with it, the pressure of, you know, getting the result on that day. Again, we don't, as a staff, we don't talk about that game as being any bigger, any more than any other ones, because we needed the other ones to even be in that position. But in our preparation, we knew Boise State was a team that was scoring a lot of goals. They were winning a lot of games. They had two attacking players that were a handful. They were very fast. They were pretty direct. But we, again, scouted them really well. We had confidence in the ability of our back line. We prepared them.
Fighting for that top seed, everyone was like kind of trying to prove our point and trying to prove to everyone that we should be in the top seed, that we are so much better than everyone was telling us. And so I think we were so motivated to prove everyone wrong.
Well, the first thing for us was just preparing for the tournament without Alex Day. Again, adversity. She got injured and couldn't play after the Boise game. And so Caitlin Richens steps into that position and does an incredible job. And then dealing with Whitney Lopez being back in Laramie for the first time after tearing her ACL there a year earlier. So just things that we had to navigate and deal with in preparation for the game.
I mean, you talk to people and they're always like, it's hard to beat the same team twice, and that's for sure. Just because they can change their game and maybe it's not something you expected or you get too comfortable from the previous win, but I think our team and Manny did an extremely good job of making sure we were just level-headed and we just want to go out there and win. Like, this is what we've wanted the whole time.
Had to think about how to prepare an event that they make some changes, so I felt like we had a good game plan, which we didn't have to tap into, but we had to deal with not having Alex Day, who's been pivotal for us, you know, playing in every game, starting every game for the last 3 years. But Caitlin Richens steps up to the plate and does a fantastic job, ends up being an All Mountain West tournament team. You know, we have Whitney Lopez that's starting to find her rhythm again, but now she's back in Laramie at the field where she tore ACL the previous year.
I think I just needed some revenge, in a sense. Like I needed to feel like more complete on that field. Like I needed to feel like I actually like made a difference, because the game that I did tear my ACL, we lost against Wyoming, and so coming back a year later and then scoring to win a game was like everything I needed. I could have hung my boots up right then and there.
We had not trained her taking free kicks, and typically I'm really big on, no, we got to go with the people who have trained those situations. But just seeing her confidence in that moment, and obviously she's a real quality player, I just left it alone. And oh my gosh, what a good decision that was, right? She scored a worldie of a goal.
Knowing that we're going to compete for a championship, we definitely celebrated for a short time. And then it was like, okay, now we got a championship game to focus on.
Especially us being in Wyoming, we're already still there for the tournament, and so our mindset was, okay, we enjoy it, on to the next, because that's in the past. Now we have to focus on the future.
We really enjoyed that night. If I remember, I think we went for ice cream, and it was great. It was great. It was not just that it happened, but how it happened. But then again, we turn around, and as coaches, we spent the night watching film and planning things while the team celebrated and got some rest. But the following day was all about the preparation for the next game.
they're a really organized team, Colorado State. And so we knew, and the first time we played them, it was a tough game.
At least since I've been here, they've always been a pretty good team, but we're a good team too. And I think especially that season, we proved to ourselves how good we really are and how good we can be.
You know, we get through the first half 0-0. We had a couple of decent chances. One thing we did a really good job with was minimizing their chances. I felt like they didn't really have any clear chances through the vast majority of the game. We get to halftime, and again, adversity. I mean, literally, things that from the outside looking in you could never even realize. But London Miller gets into a tackle literally in the last few seconds of the first half, and gets a real deep cut in her chin down to the bone, and she literally has to leave from the field to the hospital. The good thing was first half, I felt like we were the opponent that was on the front foot, so we're able to tap into that confidence. And again, the belief that if we just stuck with it and kept the resilience and kept our defensive organization, we were going to have chances. They had one chance when it was 0-0 on a set piece.
The ball slowly moving across the air and someone getting a header, and I just look past and I'm like, my heart drops. And so I see Kylie head the ball and I'm like, oh my gosh. And we always joke about Kylie being the second backup goalkeeper. And so from there, I look at Kylie, I'm like, Kylie, thank you.
And at that moment, my heart dropped for a second, but the fact that how that was dealt with was part of just our preparation. It didn't happen by chance, it was for a reason. It just gave me a confidence in that moment that I just knew we were gonna find a way. And sure enough, shortly after, moment of transition, again, something right out of our training scenarios. Tess Wertz gets a ball, spins, slips a ball through their defense. Kate was proactively running behind, gets 1v1 with a goalkeeper, and without any hesitation just pushes the ball past the keeper.
That was the best feeling ever. Nothing compares to winning a trophy. Literally nothing. I remember the second the ref blew the whistle, we were sprinting out. I lost my voice after that day. I was singing, dancing, screaming, not even singing, screaming.
I didn't even see myself in this position to begin with. I didn't even see myself going to college. I didn't see myself pushing to even get to this point. So for me, it was such a big opportunity knowing that I did my part to make everyone around me, especially my family, so happy. And to see our team from where we were to now, it was so just amazing to feel the emotions, amazing to be okay guys, we did all this work to finally get to where we wanted to be.
We manifested the championship. We just always talked about, yeah, we're gonna win this year. That's just is what it is. Kylie going into the championship, she's like, yeah, we're gonna win this game and we're gonna win the trophy. We just came in with it, knowing that we could do it. And so for it to happen, we're like, yeah, of course we're holding up. We knew because we knew we were capable and we knew what we could do.
Getting the tournament MVP was nice to know that I was kind of being recognized in a way. I know I didn't play too much the whole season or even that tournament, but it was nice to know that I was able to contribute to the team enough to be recognized. Everyone on that team could have been tournament MVP. Everyone on my team could have easily each won that. So it was nice to know that I won it, but I mean, everyone could have easily won it too.
To me, to see the happiness in their faces, again, to look at Whitney and see, what she had come through and to be in that moment, enjoying being a champion, to look at Ashley, who was someone that helped lay the foundation, never got to do it as a player, but to be back and experience that as a coach, to look in the stands, and we had alum like Imelda that came back and had promised us that if we were there, she would came back to be a part of that moment, to see the herd travel in numbers to be a part of that moment. I mean, it's a memorable time. So it's a moment that's going to be stitched in my memory for life. I'll never forget. And it also the realization that was in my career the first time to win a collegiate championship. because of the previous stops I've been, even though we had made it into the tournament and whatnot, had never won a conference or a conference tournament. So it was really cool. Yeah, I'll forever remember that day and that moment.